They're getting drunk. They're getting drunk. They're a bunch of idiots getting drunk, talking about conspiracy theories. There's really not much more to it than that. You're listening to Drunk Theory.
Hello.
Oh, shit.
What's up, guys?
Hey, can you
How are
hear
you?
us and see us?
Hello. I'm Ethan. I like your hair. Your hair is awesome.
Kelly?
Look, what?
Or my-
Oh, your shit, I didn't even notice the fantastic hair's going down.
Thank
I
you.
have hair, but not fancy. It's
His hair
normal
sucks.
hair.
on your
Yeah,
face.
it's fucking normal hair. I need a haircut, really.
It's on her face. You know?
Yeah, it's that time. It's haircut time.
He's just finishing up his pizza rolls.
Yeah,
Give-
I had some pizza rolls. I was hungry. I'm gonna do some shots. I need.
Give us a couple minutes.
You gotta soak it up, man. You know?
Yeah, it won't be long.
You can't just do the pizza rolls. You gotta soak it up. How you guys doing? Where are you guys? Where are you at?
We are in Greenville, South
Carolina.
Carolina.
Yeah, all of us.
Okay, all
All
you
of us
guys
are in
are.
South
So,
Carolina.
Yeah.
husband, wife, sister.
Sister.
Got it. And give me
Yeah.
names one more time.
I'm Kelly.
Kelly,
Kara.
And I'm
Karen,
Ryan.
Ronnie, Ryan.
Ryan, yeah.
You're wrong.
Right. I'm Kara. I'm the one who keeps bothering you on Twitter.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, sweet. Rad. Awesome.
Yeah.
Very nice to meet. I'm glad you bothered me on Twitter.
I'm glad you responded to all my bothersome shit.
she is the catalyst for most of the fun shit. And then like she does the actual research and shit, and then I just
Yeah, Kelly's
I
our
crack
only
jokes.
researcher. We've got some Wikipedia shit going here, but other than that, it's just going to be like a
I love it.
free-for-all.
I love
I
it.
don't know if you remember though, the very first time that me and you talked, you commented because I posted about watching Evolver.
I do remember you guys were doing.
and actually that
We've
was
all
my
seen
idea to
Evolver.
watch it.
Yes.
I remember the movie, and
I had never heard of it.
My-
I did not know that
my
it existed.
critique isn't that it's a bad movie. It's
Oh, it's
fun
horrible.
and enjoyable.
No,
But
it's a good movie. It's
why
fun.
is everybody that the best of this game is all in this one town?
Yeah,
everybody-
he thinks there's a
There's
conspiracy
a conspiracy because everybody that's the greatest at this game is all from this one tiny town. Is this some sort of MK Ultra town? What's up? We've had discussions about it. It's a whole thing.
Wasn't it like the San Fernando? Didn't it take place in the San Fernando Valley?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like it's only in this one city, but they
San
told
Fernando
they kept
Valley's the
saying
coolest fucking
nationwide.
place in the world. You know, like
Yeah, like
everybody that knows how to do shit lives in SFB, bro.
yeah,
Especially in the
best players are
90s.
both from this one
Yeah.
town. I don't believe it, government. Or
You guys are
whoever.
recording already, right?
Yeah.
We're recording all this quality.
Yeah, but I can cut out
Okay.
whatever. Like, I always just start it so that I don't forget to
love it.
start it when
Oh,
the good
press
shit
record.
happens.
Yeah, we haven't even introduced for the music or our
We haven't
people
done
or
anything.
anything. Yeah.
Can I tell you guys a quick Evolver story?
Please
Absolutely.
do, because that's why I'm here.
Right.
Wait, turn
So-
the volume all the way up on the computer. I think it's not. I think it's still like one volume down.
Or how's my level with you guys? Do
Well,
I
that's what
sound
we're
better
working on
here?
now, trying to get it to where we
I can hear you good.
We're
Kelly
using
can
a
hear-
laptop.
Kelly- yeah, we're using a laptop because we are the least professional people you'll ever talk to.
We got a new camera.
It looks good. You guys look stellar. You look good.
We didn't plug in the ring light. We're not quite. So Kelly has light in her room. We don't have light in here. Is the problem?
Yeah, we have a ring light.
This
but
is
I
my
feel like that's
office.
just a douchebaggiest shit. So I'm like, no, let's not put up a ring light.
So Evolver,
Yes.
when we were shooting that, I think I must have been 15 years old. So my social worker, like my guardian on the set, was my older brother. And the producer on that would say, he'd go to my brother, can Ethan work like 45 minutes past the legal allotment? Is that okay? And my brother would be like, yeah, just cash us out the overtime. So they give us little envelopes of cash for the overtime payment. Like we worked out what a 15-minute fee would be.
Oh,
And we let them work me beyond the California minor work limits. Which then we would immediately buy weed from the prop guy because it was like good weed. And we had just bought an ounce of like the best weed we'd ever seen in our lives because like we had cash. And we went home and we got really stoned. And at 4:35 a.m., I don't remember historically the exact time that it happened, but we were both woken up by the San Fernando Valley earthquake. That
shit.
big Northridge, like 7 point something or other.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
So that happened right in the middle of filming Evolver, and we had to shut down for a couple of days because it was really bad. But I bring up the weed because I remember my first thought when I felt the largest earthquake I've ever experienced in my life. My first thought, I'm looking at my big TV flying above my head. It bounced our TV over me, and my first thought was, "Where's the weed?"
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The 90s.
That would freak me
Yeah.
out so bad.
Actually,
Because-
I just told her a story. She was asking if I'd ever had like the cops show up and shut me down for loud music. And I was like, well, yeah, 98-ish or so. I was in a really shitty band and we were practicing in a barn, you would call it, basically.
Yeah.
And my drummer had just gotten a half ounce of weed and we were just playing fucking Nirvana songs. Fucking the police show up. We're in the middle of Smells Like Teen Spirit. They let us finish.
Oh, good job.
Made us dump out the bag of weed.
Oh,
My drummer had a fake bag of small weed
great.
he bought earlier in the
Decoy
day.
weed.
Decoy, yeah. So we dumped that out. They stomped
Yeah.
it, told us, be quiet, not so loud.
Yeah.
Don't try to dig up the weed. And we were like, yeah, we were all like, yeah, we definitely won't try to go up there and get it out of the ground.
No.
They complimented us on the song, which
Sounds
really
good,
wasn't
guys.
that good, and they
Yeah.
left. So it's a thing. They'll tell you to shut the hell up if you're
I
allowed.
used decoy weed on my mom once.
It's a good idea. Sometimes
great.
it's a good
I've
idea.
never used decoy weed.
I didn't know decoy weed existed.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing.
We had just bought a pound, and we were laughing about how big a pound was. And my mom came in, and like there was a little on the table, and she's like, "Is this what you're laughing about? Are you doing drugs? Is this?" And we're like, "Yeah, Mom." Like, go throw it in the toilet. So we laughed and we took it, we threw it down. Like, why aren't you upset? We're like, come here, let me show you something. She just gave up. Poor lady just gave up.
Yeah, if it's not compact, a pound is like, I can't. It's
Yeah.
so
Shit.
wow, yeah.
It was big bag of weed. It's kind of the best thing about earthquakes, though, because a big earthquake like that lasts for at least a week, sometimes a few weeks, because you get aftershocks that surprise you, you get smashed again. Like, there's always more earthquakes that just keep happening. So, I mean, I'm sober now, but when I was a punk, that was some of like, you just keep getting high and like, oh yeah, another earthquake. Woo!
Oh my god. I've never felt an earthquake except for one time. We had one here. I remember waking up in the middle of the night and I felt like I was shaking, but like I thought I was tripping. And I was just like, whatever. I remember the next day, Mama texted and she was like, did y'all feel that earthquake? And I was like, holy shit, I guess I did.
Yeah, we have.
It woke me up, and it was weird because it was like slow, but it was like the bed was moving, but I just thought I was tripping. And I was like, whatever. What is this?
We have
Apparently,
little
I just
ones over
sleep
here.
right through that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I've never felt it.
The little ones, we do get little ones in the South, I felt one since I've been living in Georgia. We had one. And I remember thinking, like, are you kidding me? Really? But the big ones, you can't. Like, there's no describing it. I'm sure you guys have heard tornadoes. You ever been close enough to a tornado to hear it?
No.
They
We're sheltered.
say-
Yeah. We don't have weather here.
Yeah.
There's no weather.
I've never been close enough to a tornado to hear it before, but apparently the sound is real similar to a tornado and a good size earthquake.
I feel like it's like the loudest recording of a train ever going in reverse.
Exactly.
It's weird sounding. It's very creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's not good.
That
It's the scariest shit ever.
Yeah, that would, for just the sound would be enough to freak me out. Like I don't even need to see anything.
Yeah.
I'm just over now.
You hear that with a big size earthquake, you hear it for about 5 seconds before you feel it.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh, so you have just enough time to go, oh shit, but there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then when
that's
it hit,
awful.
I mean, our
I don't
TV,
like that.
you know, back in the 90s when we had TVs, the big glass tubes
Oh, yeah.
were very heavy.
200-pound, 36-inch tube television.
We had
Right.
the big ass 68-inch that took up
Oh,
everything, and it weighed
The
like
pro-
700
projection
pounds.
TVs,
Yeah.
yeah, they had rollers on them.
They were flat
Fucking-
screen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a flat screen.
But they were like
Square
corduroy
flat screen,
material,
fucking-
that like ribbed plastic. Yeah.
God almighty.
Yeah. Those are the kind of TVs you see on the street for free these days.
Yeah.
Will you please take this out of our house?
Yeah, if you'll
The
haul it away,
garbage
you
guys
can
won't
have it.
take it. Please take it.
So are you guys good and drunk yet? Are you there?
I'm
yet?
working on it.
I'm doing shots now.
What are you
I'm
drinking?
working on it.
What
I
what's
have
the drink you
just
do?
Jim Beam plain.
Very nice.
I don't have anything expensive this week.
We're poor if you can't tell by the wood panel in the back.
I have homemade La Croix.
Oh, nice.
I have a soda fountain where I make my own sparkling water.
Nice. What flavor is that?
Peach.
Sweet.
I have
Yeah, he doesn't
concocted
drink.
a special cocktail for this evening, which I
What do you
will
got?
announce when we're recording.
So let's go ahead and do it. Or let me go. I need
Well,
to
you
refill
know,
my
if it's
wine
not
glass.
from the Peach region, it's really just a sparkling Shirley Temple.
Basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roy Rogers. Roy Rogers. You know?
Oh, we're right. Okay, yeah, there's another name. I forget there's other names for, yeah. Okay.
All right. Do we want to do our intro right now? Let's go ahead and get
We should,
started.
yeah.
Let's do
Alright.
that.
I'll do it. I haven't done it in a while.
Okay, go ahead.
Welcome to Drunk Theory. I'm Ryan.
I'm Kara.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Ethan.
Yes. So today is Rex Manning Day. Happy Rex Manning Day to everybody. We are joined by the fucking fabulous Ethan Embry. Ethan, do a little intro or whatever.
Hi guys. Happy Rex Manning Day, the dumbest holiday.
Oh, it's not the
That's
dumbest.
all.
We've got research for dumber holidays.
Oh, there are much dumber holidays out there than Rex Manning Day.
I can't wait to hear him. That's why I'm here. I want to feel better that I'm not involved in the absolute dumbest holiday.
But
Did
we
you guys
mustn't
see?
dwell. Not
Did
today.
you see the gin commercial that Max Caulfield made
No.
with Ryan Reynolds? I guess it's Ryan Reynolds Gin Company, and he brought in Max.
He does have his
Caulfield.
own booze, but
So
I haven't seen a commercial. No.
I did see
It's
the one
on-
where Bond is dancing around in the vodka when this, but you have to see it. He dances around like it's a good one.
Check out the one he tweeted it today. Ryan Reynolds tweeted it today, and it's a pretty fantastic commercial. They did
It
good.
does it involve Rex Manning Day?
You just got to look at Ryan Reynolds' Twitter profile.
Okay.
Almost definitely does.
We're gonna start stalking Ryan Reynolds.
I think I already follow him just because he's hilarious.
I mean, what does he not own now? He has a soccer team, a whole mobile
Does he have
company.
a
that he's
soccer team?
selling.
He's got his own cell phone.
And now,
Shit.
but
He has his own
mobile
cell
company
phones.
Mint sold out, so he's making enough to buy another football team or whatever.
Smart.
Right? I
Yeah.
like to
Yeah.
just buy a bunch of shit. I buy domain names when I get
She
drunk.
does. Yeah.
Because one day somebody's going to need this, and I feel like this is a movie thing or whatever.
What's
I'll
your-
give you $5 million for this. So last weekend
What's
I
your
bought
favorite one?
absoluteasshats.com.
Absolute asshats. Okay.
Yeah, and I bought Glee Review because I want to start a whole new podcast where we just review Glee episodes.
Okay. What's your like? Oh my god! I can't believe that was available domain name where you're like.
I got highhere.com.
I got highhere.com. I want to make a whole website where people just submit pictures of places where they got high that they weren't supposed to. And
Okay.
you can anonymously put your, story.
That's
That's
great.
a good idea, right?
It's a
Or
good
something, a
app.
picture, so it's
Yeah, a picture of the place where they got high.
the illegal place where they post the picture.
It should just be an app. You need to build an app. You need to build an app for that one. Like there's that. Have you heard of that dumb app called Be Real? Have you heard of this crap?
No.
No, what is that?
You get like a notification randomly, and you're supposed to take a picture within 5 seconds. And it like shows you just doing what you normally do. There's no time to set up or like go to Costa
That's
Rica.
kind of cool. though.
Put on
I
a
kind of like
bikini.
that.
They're trying to
Yeah.
map an area. That's creepy.
Well,
But-
yeah, that's probably we could do a whole episode about why that's weird.
We're
Yeah,
a conspiracy
stalkers.
podcast, and you're excited about it. Come on, son.
I don't care.
But I like Got High here. I like that.
It's a
Yeah,
good
that's pretty
idea.
It's a fucking good idea, and I was surprised that it was up. Hightimeforcrime.com we own.
Well,
Because
that's
before
a podcast name I came up with. I think it's great.
it was just gonna be me and him getting high talking about true crime.
It's a good idea. Well, what are we talking about today? We got holidays. Are we doing
Okay, so this
conspiracy
week we
theories?
are talking about fake holidays inspired by movies or TV.
Okay.
And today is obviously Rex Manning Day. Kelly
Yep.
didn't understand the assignment. She had no research except for she watched Empire Records.
I did create a drink though. Let me tell you how.
I did research and watched Empire Records,
I also did research
and also watched part of the Devil's
Candy.
Which I enjoyed.
Well, yeah, Devil's
Very
Candy.
haven't
crazy,
seen
but
that
I
one.
like it. Yeah.
That's a good movie.
I'm loving that guitar riff that goes through it. It's like throwing me off, and I like it.
Yeah. I think
But
that,
I guess we'll let Kelly go first with her Rex Manning Day research.
All right. Well, first, Kelly has to tell you what we're drinking.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's
And-
right. What are we drinking? Kelly, what are we drinking?
We are drinking the Rexy You're So Sexy Martini. And to make this drink, you're gonna need maraschino cherries, you're gonna need serrano peppers, a rosé, champagne, or sparkling wine, a citrus vodka, and limes. So you're gonna
need some
take
Advil
$100
for
worth
the
of
next day.
ingredients.
Yeah,
That's
a hangover.
Yeah.
That's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, it's so yummy.
Inflation, you
So
gotta think
you're
about
gonna take
inflation, Kelly. We're poor.
you're going to take a shaker, no ice yet, 3 maraschino cherries with about a quarter of a serrano pepper, and muddle all that shit together. You're gonna add your ice, add 1.5 ounces of citrus vodka, and then squeeze in a lime wedge. Shake all of that shit together, pour it into a martini glass, and then top it off with your rosé and add a cherry for garnish. And it is yummy and spicy and delicious.
And
Do-
so
do-
she
Do you
tasted
have a
me.
sample that we can see? Do you have one glassed next to you? Let's get a visual.
She actually makes.
Yeah.
She always makes TikToks for the drinks
Yeah.
too.
Shows you
Yeah.
how to make them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Show
Um,
us how
you
it
didn't
tastes.
even send
How
us
does it
the
taste?
recipe
Show us
this
the
time.
taste.
it is good. This one is a little spicier than it should be.
Well, you put a serrano pepper in it, and you muddled it up. Of course, it's spicy.
Well, this
Serrano
is my
pepper
third
is
one, and
good.
this one just is a little bit more, so I'm trying to not let it.
It is so sexy, which is pretty hot, so it's got to have a little kick to it. You know?
Exactly. So, yeah. So I thought that was a good, concoction for this.
Normally
evening.
we would be together and we would get to partake, but I'm stuck drinking wine out of a red sun.
Well, they're both red. There's a color theme occurring.
There you go.
You see, them partaking of my drinks is usually them drinking like a sip of wine and be like, "Kelly, this
I
sucks."
usually drink all of them. Ryan never likes to drink.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan's a Jim Beam man that needs to stand up when he drinks it.
Yeah.
Almost always whiskey of some kind. But
I
yeah,
was a
standing up,
whiskey
that's
guy,
the
yeah.
use.
Whiskey was my jam. That was I liked a good Irish whiskey. Arr. Yeah,
I
'cause it's
prefer
sweet.
Kentucky. I like
That's bourbon.
bourbon
bourbon.
whiskey. Yeah, there's
Is that the same thing? I don't know the difference. I just know there's brown liquor and there's white liquor.
one's made with rye and one's made with corn.
And bourbon
it?
has
So,
to
like-
be made in bourbon, doesn't it? There's only one that Hudson. There's a whiskey company that is actually distilled in New York.
She got me some. The pot distilled whiskey was amazing.
Yeah,
That's the
and
stuff you got me. That special shit.
And
the
that
pot-
weirdo thing?
Yeah, they only made it for the first time in a bunch of years. It was good.
It's very good. Their shine, their clear whiskey is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
I
they're the
still
only
want
whiskey
some
that's
of
ever
the-
been made in outside of Bourbon, Kentucky, that they're allowed to call it a bourbon because it's so good.
Oh, wow.
It has
Is that
something
the
to do with
criteria?
with
Just that it's
prohibition, so they get away with it. Because anybody else in the world, it's like champagne. If it's not in Kentucky, you can't call it bourbon.
You
It's
call
straight
it
up, you cannot. Well, it's
Actually-
almost the same. It doesn't matter.
I've only had champagne like one time, and that shit tastes like hot pickle water. It was fucking disgusting.
probably
I
supposed to be
don't know
cold.
why people
It's supposed to
fucking
be
drink
chilled.
it.
Champagne
So
is
I have-
good, I feel like.
This shit
Yeah,
was
it's
room
gotta be-
temperature as fuck, and it was nasty as hell.
Oh yeah, you can't drink room temperature champagne.
Yeah,
That's-
we did. It was a bad
Gross
idea.
as hell,
Can't
dude.
do that.
Oh.
Gotta be
I bought
cold.
this Corbel sweet rosé California champagne stuff, and I keep thinking about that commercial. It was the tiny bubbles commercial, and there's like the huge disgusting bubble because it
actually have
wasn't Corbel. Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
No, I haven't seen a commercial in like 12 years.
The commercials you're talking about
It's
is from the
really,
days
really
of Grey
old.
Poupon. That's how old it is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that commercial is from the late 80s and early 90s.
don't
I remember it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
because I'm
it's
weird.
old, but that was the first thing that popped into my head when I saw it at the grocery store. And I thought, this is the one that I tiny bubbles
Nice.
in the wine. I love it.
All right, Kelly, what you got for Rex Manning Day?
Yeah, what's
School
your
us on
research?
Rex Manning Day.
Carrots.
School
Alright, so-
Ethan Embry on Rex and Manning Day.
So I did like about 4 seconds of research on Rex Manning Day, but I did watch Empire Records again today because it's Rex Manning Day, and I would have done that anyway, even if we weren't, talking. But so the only thing I have really that is a conspiracy about Rex Manning Day
Yep.
is that a lot of sites on the web say that it was a nod to Kurt Cobain. That it was.
Oh,
He wanted to talk about it.
that's
Oh, you
another
wanted
fact
some-
I also got about that. Yeah.
He's
Yeah, I
got
was gonna bring that up too. Yep.
So is that true?
Yeah, so what I heard was that and I heard this right at the end of filming, I think. My buddy Chemo, the guy that plays Eddie, the guy that works at the pizza parlor, the guy that gives me
Yeah. They got a lot of
the
sugar.
second best
Lots
character.
of sugar. Yes, he's the best.
Yeah. So they just the prop guy, the designer, the art department, they had to make flyers to put up in the store because there's never a date that's said in the movie.
Mhm.
The only way we know that April 8th was Rex Manning Day is because of a flyer for the party that we throw, or no, a flyer for him coming to the store.
Yeah.
Nobody ever says April 8th, Rex Manning Day. I don't think. I'm pretty sure.
No, I don't think that.
So the prop guy, the art department dude, made up a flyer, and it was, let's see, if I turned 16, I believe we shot it a year after Cobain died.
So 95, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, let's see. I was born in 78. My math is terrible. So yeah, it would have been 94, 95.
You would
So
have been
it was-
16, 17.
I didn't realize you
Yeah.
were that young. In
Me
that movie.
neither. Yeah.
Wow.
But it
I'm
was
terrible with
But when you
time
think
and
about
stuff.
how old he was in Ducky, it makes sense.
No, that makes it even worse for me.
Oh yeah. She can't do movies and dates and shit. Whereas
That shit blows
we
my mind.
we actually play a game where you play and guess movies with dates, and they have to take away the ability for me to know the year, or I'll just know the movie.
So
It's-
he worked at Blockbuster for like 37 years. He knows the goddamn date.
I used to memorize
every
everything.
movie,
Yeah.
And I can't even tell you what fucking year it is now. Like, I don't know
I'm-
what year fucking Empire Records came
People
out.
that know movies and music like that baffle me. I am the same. I can't even know the name of the movie, let alone what year it was made.
Yeah, I'm bad with dates too.
But apparently Cobain, that's the day Cobain died. So the art department guy picked April 8th because Rex Manning kind of represented the end of the rock star. Like, the rock star's dead, you
Yeah.
know?
It said
So-
on the poster, see him in a new
And I get it's
music
horrible to
genre.
say, but that
like,
kind of
kinda-
makes Rex Manning even more hilarious to me.
But also,
right?
what were they playing when Rex Manning came out? Video killed the radio star.
Yeah.
The radio star's dead.
Oh wow.
Mr. Family Way is gone now, and now the new era of music is in.
Because they found
like it.
Cobain 3 days, they found him on the 11th or something like that.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
it was several days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
11th
but the
or 12th
8th is the
maybe.
day they said that he passed away.
It was like Monday morning because that's when the gardener came in and found him.
I
is what it
remember
was.
seeing Kurt Loder. His ass was all over that shit. Y'all remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kurt Loder was amazing. Kurt
Yeah,
Loder.
but
Yeah.
every time I think about Kurt Loder, I think about Dead Man on Campus.
Yes.
Who the fuck are you, fucking Kurt Loder?
MTV News was really good. Like that kept us. Like that was good news.
It
You
was.
know? They
I
did
wonder
a good
what
job.
happened to like all those people, like the VJ. Well, I know some of them are on like Sirius Radio. Some of the VJs are like the
Sure,
original.
Oh,
Yeah,
are
I'm sure they're still doing
Yeah.
stuff, you know. But I mean, they're
Sirius,
old now too.
NXM,
Kurt Loder
or
has got to
whatever.
be
They're
70.
some of them have channels on that.
Oh,
Yeah. I want to say Downtown Julie Brown still has a show on
nice.
XM.
Do you remember Headbangers Ball? Do you remember?
Yes.
I
that?
used to
Oh
love
my
Headbangers
God.
Ball.
My
I had
buddy-
such a crush on Ricky Rackman. Like,
Rick Jackman. Yep.
which is weird. Like now that I think about it, I'm like,
Yeah, I
wow.
mean, it's just very weird.
One of the guys from that runs a skateboard shop in Los Angeles. He's a good friend of mine. So they were doing their thing, you know.
Yeah, I used to be obsessed with Headbangers Ball. Just
MTV, man. What? It's like now
Yeah.
it's all just like
You had Headbangers
Crazy.
Ball.
it's all reality
and
shows
then-
now. I think.
Not only things like Beavis and Butthead, but you had like what's the dude with the big head, the oddities tower with Eon Flux and the Max, and then the big head. What's the one with the big?
guy?
Was that the oddity?
No, was
No.
it just the brain or the head or some shit?
Pinky in the Brain. Was
No.
it?
So there was a few cartoons you could watch: Eon Flux, the Max, and another show with the guy with the big head on.
I can picture it, but I can't.
MTV's
I can't remember
like-
it for
It was
the
just
life
called
of
the
me.
Cartoon.
brain.
Was it
In
the
my
brain?
mind, that's what it was called.
But I
That's
like
probably
I
not
like that
right.
they had all that experimental shit on there. That was crazy.
New episodes of Beavis and Butthead on 420. If y'all were
Oh,
not
really?
Yeah.
Aren't they doing a movie? Wasn't there talk of them doing a live action movie too?
What?
Oh, I
I
hope
do
not.
not
Talk
know.
of it. Yeah.
Thanks
there
for
was talk
dropping
of
that.
it.
There is talk of a live action Beavis and Butthead movie. They're gonna cast Ryan Duncan as somebody.
Yeah, Ryan can be.
I don't
Butthead.
know. I'll be in the background, whatever. Just I'll wave and then
Have you watched any of the new Beavis and Butthead though? Like this past season, that shit is
No,
fucking
uh-uh.
hilarious.
it was
it
good.
good?
I haven't watched
hold
any
up.
of it.
It's
What
on.
network is it on?
It's on like
I
Paramount.
think it's Paramount.
Yeah, Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a whole new season. It's like 8 or 9, but then you get 2. So really, it's like 16 or 18.
And it holds up
Yeah.
in
Very
our old
much,
age.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely. It is great. And I don't know if y'all remember, but several years ago they tried to bring it back. Do y'all remember? Did anybody see the one where Beavis and Butthead do Twilight?
That's my favorite.
That is my favorite thing.
They try to get werewolf
61
syndrome.
years old, and my favorite thing in the whole world
That's
is
pretty
Beavis
good.
and Butthead doing fucking Twilight. That shit was
I need to
fucking
see it.
great. But they had 3 or 4 episodes. They made fun of Jersey Shore. His Grandma J Wow.
That was great. Yeah.
It was amazing. But then it just disappeared off the face of the earth. And then all of a sudden Paramount's like, nah, y'all, we got new Beavis and Butthead. And now there's a whole season and a new season coming out on 420. So.
Who are the is it still the same guys doing the
Yeah,
voice?
it's still the same
Same
guys.
guy.
Kelly, that's all you got for
That's
Rape
it.
Smanny because I actually have
That's it.
one note that I made.
Oh. Well, what about has anybody I've never actually seen him, but Tobey Maguire was in Empire Records.
What?
And apparently people say that they
I
can
just
see
watched
him
it
at the
today.
party scene.
I watched it today too, and I
What?
tried to.
What scene? Like, is he a background character or is he buying something?
Well, so Toby and I both auditioned for Mark, and then
Oh, wow.
yeah, I remember the audition well. We got really stoned together while we were waiting to go in, and in the stairwell, and the director loved both of us, so he was like, "We're gonna cast you both, and we'll figure out a character. We'll split it up. We'll figure out a way to get you guys both in there." And then Toby had a hard time as a youth, and things in his life caused him to have to go back to Los Angeles. But he had already shot 2 days, I think, because we shot the party scene really early in the production. So he's in it very briefly. He
I'm
doesn't
gonna
have
have
any
to look.
lines, but people say that I've never actually seen his face in it, but people say yes, you can see him in the movie.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go back. And we just watched it.
is
Like
he-
seriously,
is he one of the
it just
two-
turned off like an hour ago.
I'm trying to think of the opening where the party scene is. He one of the two kids riding maybe the keg with a skateboard. I'm trying to think of who it could even be.
I don't even know if he's featured much.
I've got to go and look
you know,
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But people say that they've seen him in it. I don't know if it's the original version or if it's the recut.
I actually just watched.
So hold on, with you bringing up recuts, I have one sentence of notes
Yeah.
for Rex Manning Day, and that sentence is Rex Manning salad dick.
Oh, okay. Well, no, this is a whole big tangent. I just wanted to say real quick, Tobey Maguire was really awesome. He played Bobby Fischer in a movie called Pawn Sacrifice. If you haven't seen it, it was amazing. I watched it the other day. It was really good. I've been playing chess lately, but that was a good movie.
So back to the salad dick.
Okay, yeah.
I need to hear it.
There's two.
Priorities.
Okay,
Yeah,
so y'all
I brought
remember
this up.
scene, which this is the scene that this is how it played out when we watched it earlier.
Yeah, we just watched it.
Corey decides that she's gonna fuck Rex Manning, you know,
Yep.
blah blah. She does her stupid little fucking dance or whatever,
Yep.
and then he like unzips his pants and he goes rock on.
Yeah.
Well, then Ryan goes,
Nope.
"No, man, I remember a scene where he goes, I hope you like blue cheese."
Yeah,
It was
like-
another
yeah.
flavor, possibly, but it was
No, it's
definitely
blue cheese.
okay. I knew it was salad dressing.
Because which one? Because
I think we saw that.
they changed something in the recut, right?
Yeah.
Which one's in the original? Is that when he pours blue cheese down his crotch?
Yes, there's an
I have never
there's some sort of
nor seen him going, I hope you like blue cheese.
the version I had on
No,
I had it
but now
on
I
DVD.
need
And I
to.
used to no joke rent it on tape in the '90s from Blockbuster because I had the unlimited pass.
They weren't there for
I
37
yeah,
years.
but I also had the pass where you could rent 3 movies at a time, no matter what they were. So I'd return that, re-rent it, probably with Clerks, and then a third movie. That's what I would like. I literally watched
The Net?
Empire Records.
The net
Yes,
was the third.
that also. I've watched Empire Records well over 100 times, and now I need to find Tobey Maguire in there. But the fact that
Never.
she said she had never seen that
blue
scene.
cheese.
No, I've never seen it.
I
No.
would argue to my death that was in there if like someone
It's in
said,
there.
"Oh,
Look it up. I thought he was going to be able to go, ha ha, you're fucking full of shit. But
You must have watched the remake. You must have watched the remake.
yeah,
He's-
there's like a version that's 6 minutes shorter, and I'm like, there's multiple scenes missing. There's
Yeah.
another one with Corey, or no, with AJ talking. There's like a bunch of scenes out of this.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if he goes, I hope you like blue cheese. Now it makes way more sense for her to go running out of the room.
Yeah, it was
crying.
creepy.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
way
Yeah.
creepier. But he also, to be fair, he said, "Are you sure you want to do this?" He was concerned and asked because he was like, "You don't look like you're the type of girl.
So
Maybe
the
you
whole,
don't want to do
Likes
this."
blue
And she-
cheese.
so when we made Empire Records, the executives at the studio that it was made under, there was a big changing of the guard after we shot and then before it was released, and the new executives didn't want the old guard's material, so Empire Records really never came out in the theaters. I think it hit 4 theaters in the United States, and then they smashed it. So it came out for 1 weekend, and then they pulled it. And then it came out on video because it's like when you do you already have the distribution for the VHS contracts out, so you may as well go and make the contracted VHS copies. Otherwise you're just burning money. And then for some reason people fell in love with the movie, and it's that VHS was getting passed around and it, like literally like a cult pass around. And then the current studio, the remix came out like 10 years ago or something like that, something around there. I don't know, but they realized they're not making any money off of this movie that everybody's watching, so they thought like let's put it out again and try to reap some benefit from it. But
As many times as I've seen it, I cannot believe I've never seen it with that scene because I know I would
Exactly,
remember
because
that.
I mean, we absolutely watched it back in the 90s. And
yeah, I think the blue cheese one is in the original. I think, unless it's in one of them, but I
Yeah.
remember him doing that. I don't know if that was in the script.
And see, I've
or
seen
did
it.
they
The
take
hour,
it out?
well, no,
Make it
we
not
watched the version that was 1 hour and 30 minutes. It didn't have it. The one that's 1 hour and 36 would have to be the original. It did have it.
So maybe
Right.
he has blue cheese and rock on.
Like I'm pretty
I
sure he
remember
said
him
blue
that day.
cheese
He
and then
tried a
went
whole
rock
bunch of
on, and
different
then she
stuff.
ran
He
out of the
like,
room.
I
So
remember
they
he
cut-
asked for a whole bunch of different things that he could put at the end of that scene, you know? Like he just kept going on and on.
Oh,
and
wow.
on. Peanut butter, dog
And I love
food,
to see
damn.
I like to see the behind the
Alternate
scenes
takes.
and the bloopers or whatever
Yeah.
where they're ad libbing what they could
Yeah.
say. I love to watch that and then to see what they ended up taking or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see Liv's reaction to all of those too. Like,
Yeah,
'cause
I
you
know.
know, a bunch of times she would just like start laughing because I would.
Oh,
That
man.
girl
Has she
is
ever
the
done a
sweetest girl.
comedy?
I bet she is.
She is the sweetest girl ever. She's just awesome.
So, Ethan, let me ask you this. I know a lot of actors, and I don't personally know a lot of actors, but from what I've read, they refuse to watch movies that they've been in. Do you watch your own movies?
It depends, really. You know, like I used to not. I hadn't seen Empire Records for the whole way through until maybe 10 years ago. And I watch it now because of how much you guys love it.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I want to be in on the joke. I'll watch it.
Oh,
too.
yeah. If people are screaming at you on the streets, you probably need to know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the type of movies that I personally really love, like Devil's Candy. You know, I love that movie. I've seen that one a couple times. There's the same people that made another called Blind Spotting, and they also made, you might like, Cheap Thrills.
I love
I
Cheap
was
Thrills.
talking
Yeah.
about Cheap Thrills.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I
Yeah.
actually, for whatever reason, did not realize that you were in that movie until the other day. And
I
then
would-
I
I'll
even had
watch
to come
that.
up. I came running
I'll
out here
watch
and I was like, holy shit, Ethan Embry's in fucking Cheap Thrills. And it's like, no.
I don't think I've seen it.
But then when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, that's absolutely fucking Ethan goddamn Embry. But I love that movie.
Yeah.
How fun was that to film? Was that
That's-
like the most fun ever?
That was really hard, that because we had no money, zero. Like, there's more money in the bag at the end of the movie than making the movie. And we shot that movie in 14 days, which is insanely fast. for a
Yeah.
film. Like, usually a fast schedule would be 27, 25 shoot days. 21 would be really squeezing it. We did it in 14. And the director, the way that he shot it, he wanted it to be sort of like a play. So we had 3 cameras going at all the time, and we would go in and we had 14 pages a day to do, which was, it's twice what a big shoot day is on a movie. Like TV shows that are 1 hour, we do 7 pages a day. And that's fast. TV is a lot faster than features. A feature with money, you do 2 pages a day. So to go in and do 14 pages a day is pretty intense. And he didn't shoot it traditionally. Traditionally, the way you shoot a movie, you come in, you block everything out, meaning you stage it, and then you shoot what's called a master, which is a shot that pretty much captures everything. It's the wide angle. It sees the whole world. It's the beginning establishing shot of the scene, and then you come in and you slowly move in closer and closer and closer. And we never did any of that. We just mapped it out and then go, and we would do those 14 pages 10 or 15 times over and over and over throughout the day, and we never knew what the camera was capturing. We never knew what he was shooting. So it was, for the actors, it was like, what are we doing? Like, what should we be highlighting? And the director's answer was everything,
Oh my God.
all the time, because we don't know what we're going to catch. You don't know what we're going to catch. So you just got to do it. And the way he cut it together and shot it, it just freaking worked.
It
just
did. I
worked.
love that fucking movie.
I'm gonna
I
have to watch
remember-
it like immediately after this because I haven't seen it.
I can't
remember
believe you haven't
watching
seen it.
You've got to watch it with people too. That's the thing about Cheap Thrills. If you watch it by yourself, it's like, oh, it's kind of dirty. It doesn't feel good. That's not great. But watch it with a small group Watch it, have some libations while
Oh,
you
Kelly,
enjoy
you
it.
could do your next drinking Amazon thing with
Watch
that
together
movie.
thing, yeah.
The watch
Watch
party.
it with
Yeah.
people. Yeah,
Yeah,
have
Do
a
your
little
next watch party
for it.
is
Yes.
Cheap Thrills.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it still holds up. That's the fucked up thing. It's a social commentary on economics. That's the
And
whole thing.
I
It's
love it. I
about
just love it so much.
the working population getting fucked by the 1%. And unfortunately, that's still really relative. That's the other one, Blind Spotting. Have you guys seen Blind Spotting too?
I have not. I've never even heard of it. I don't know what that
You guys
is.
would really like that too. That's the same people that did Devil's Candy and were a part of Cheap Thrills. Have you seen The Guest? Do you know The Guest, that horror movie? You'd really like The Guest too. Same people.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think you guys would love The
I
Guest.
feel like it
Watch
sounds
horror movies.
familiar, but probably I'm thinking of something else.
It's a horror movie.
Horror's our jam.
What's that?
So do you like doing horror or
I love it.
comedy?
I like comedy is really hard, man. Comedy is really
So
hard.
I had actually thought of this same question earlier. I was going to ask you what you like, because in your earlier days, Empire Records, that was funny. Can't Hardly Wait. Obviously, that's what the majority of people know you from. Dutch was fucking hilarious. I fucking love
We all
Dutch
love Dutch.
so much. But then you started doing
That's
the
a
other
fake
things. But I know
holiday
you
movie
did
too, isn't it, Dutch?
do what?
That's a fake holiday movie too, Dutch.
I think it's a real holiday movie. I'll watch it.
Is
Well,
it
I mean,
that-
it's about
they
Christmas.
celebrate
Christmas is
that-
No, it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's a fake holiday, isn't it? That's not like, don't they celebrate Thanksgiving because of Dutch? Isn't that?
Oh, yeah, that could be a thing. But I honestly didn't know that you were the little asshole kid from Dutch until not long ago. Like it was when I watched Evolver. Because
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, what's this motherfucker Benny that we don't know about? And I was like, holy shit, he's the asshole kid from Dutch.
Who was the voice of Evolver too? What was it?
It was somebody famous
Not John C. Riley. It's
that did the voice of the robot.
William H. Macy.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Right now, fucking Kelly's mind is blown right now.
Well,
Isn't
I
that
feel
great?
like I knew that. Like I feel like I had seen it when I watched it.
Yeah, pretty
So-
incredible.
When you got the script for Evolver,
Yeah,
and I'm not a Hollywood actor, I don't know how it works, but I guess they send you a script and you read it and then you say
Mhm.
whether or not you want to audition. So when you saw this script, what did you think about this movie?
well, my parents had just gotten a divorce, and we needed a place to live, so they were like, "You want to do this movie?" I said, "Yeah."
So yeah, so
Gotta
you
get a
took,
house.
but your honest opinion, like, did they tell you like it was supposed to be a comedy or is it supposed to be sci-fi? Like when you read the script, I feel like it could go either way.
You could tell it was pretty campy, you know.
Oh, and that's why I love it.
You could
Yeah,
tell it was
we
super
love
campy.
campy. Yeah.
But they,
When he
you know,
takes the kitchen knives and sticks them in his little thingy so that
Yeah.
he can shoot them across the room. That's my favorite.
I remember my first day of work on that, and I came in. I was like, "Oh, no one's gonna see this. Cool." You know.
Did they
Well, we
release
did.
that movie at the theater? Was that a theater movie?
I doubt it. No. That was.
No, you
straight
don't
to
even know.
No, that was straight to video. Yeah, that was, when you're a working actor, because I've never been paid a lot of money. Really, not at all.
more than likely, that
Definitely.
was either not only did they do made for video to sell to video stores,
Straight to video.
they did well. No, yeah, but it's just like made for theater. It was made for them. It wasn't straight to, because they're not always so shitty they go straight to video. They're actually a lot of times made for video because they were sold for $80 or $100 for a
exactly.
video each. You
Yeah.
can make just as much money off a lot smaller selling, but
Yep.
they made
It was like
video,
the
they made movies.
prestige.
HBO and Showtime used to have their own movies, so it could have been one of those. Like
Yeah. Okay, well, we call it a
It definitely wasn't an
Yeah, see,
HBO
well,
movie.
Yeah. A TV movie with a much higher budget. Like they
didn't-
had ones like
If you read the script and you agreed to do it, in your mind, was it going to be a good movie or was it going
No.
to be
no, he said
No.
no,
You-
camp.
no?
Yeah.
Well, but
No.
Campy was in at that time, and I feel like maybe I'm the only one, but I still love Campy now. Like, give me any kind. The
Yeah.
Hunt is, I guess, our newest version of Campy movie. That's my.
I haven't seen that. Is that that's the one where they're killing rich people? Is that
Yeah,
that one?
they're killing the.
You
Yeah,
know, the rich people are hunting the
Trump
people
supporters.
that
Oh yeah, okay. I
they
did see
said
that.
shit about them online, and it's actually very funny. They make fun of. I like it
love
because they
that
make fun of
movie.
everyone, and I enjoyed that. Like, I enjoy being made fun of, even if I'm
Yeah.
the butt of the joke.
Fun of me.
Yeah, I don't
Give a
care.
shit.
Yeah, I want just.
Yeah.
I want jokes. I want fun,
Yeah,
which is why Empire Records work. It's like they don't just make fun of the rich guy that owns the store. They make fun of Joe. They make fun of everyone. Like, I like it. There's the weird kid stealing shit with the pocket room.
his name's not
That kid.
fucking Warren.
It's not
That's
Warren.
right. It's not Warren.
That
What
kid
was
is
his name?
such a
Does
great
anybody
actor.
remember?
His name's his real name is Brendan Sexton the Third.
Oh, he's the dickhead from fucking Welcome to the Dollhouse. But like,
The
what
Right.
was his
That's
name
what I
in
was
the
thinking
movie?
too. Welcome to the Dollhouse. Yeah.
And then he's also the dickhead from Boys Don't Cry. Do you remember him in that?
I
didn't
actually
see it.
have never
Whoa.
seen that movie.
I have seen it a
You've never
couple of
seen
times. I did not know
No.
that.
I've never seen
Also,
been years,
unfortunately,
but I've
a
seen it a
very
couple times,
relevant
yeah.
movie right now. That movie is incredibly relevant right now.
That's one that's on my list. That's been on my list forever that I just haven't seen.
That
But I
is
wanted to
a
tell
good
you,
fucking movie.
my mom even got in on the fun because she was texting us the other day and she's like, "Oh my God, Ethan Embry was in Masters of Horror."
Yeah,
So we all
apparently Masters
watched
of
your
Horror is on Pluto or some shit.
we all watched your Masters of Horror episode.
I'm trying to figure out who Brendan Sexton played in Empire Records, but I'm looking through, and Autograph Girl is played by Kessia Embry. Is that
That's
a
my
relative?
sister. That's my little sister.
Okay,
Yes.
I was just wondering. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's the one that says she doesn't know who Rex Manning is. The out of
Is that
respect for her mom.
That's
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
Holy shit!
I
I
love
didn't know you
that.
had a sister.
That's my favorite. I wasn't sure, but that's
I-
awesome.
You know, like stalked you enough to figure out your whole life family tree.
My brother's in it too for a brief second. He's
What
one
is
of the
he?
where we're moshing to get like when some
Oh.
metal comes on and we start.
That's the
And they
older
cut
brother
out-
that's your wrangler or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
I'll tell you,
Yeah.
I was watching your Masters of Horror episode, and I'm so used to seeing you a certain way. I'm like, Ethan Embry shouldn't be doing that.
I had
Bad.
that vision of you until I saw you on The Walking Dead, and I was like, wait a minute, I guess this guy does other stuff. And then I started watching the other stuff of you.
You guys should check out Cheap Thrills. I think you'd really. Oh,
Fuck
you've
you.
seen
That is I fucking love
I
that shit.
I will be watching that tonight
Like,
if I
even,
can find
I
it.
love the movie, but I love the idea of the movie. Like the whole thing is just fucking great. I love
And
it.
it came out before. There's all these other like Truth or Dare came out right after.
Yeah.
There's a couple that are similar in theme, but we got right ahead of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And y'all did it better, and oh, I just love it so.
I think it's basically it's oh, what's the author? The Five. You remember Five Rooms? Do you remember that film?
Four rooms.
Is it Four Rooms?
Yeah, the
Tarantino?
Yes. Yeah. Tarantino did the last.
yeah. Oh, I fucking love that one.
So
I
that
love Four Rooms. Yeah.
there's a book that end vignette is based off of. I'm trying to remember. He's a classic American author.
That would be their shit. They're smarter than me.
I can't remember who it is. My brain. I got up really early today. I'm making a bus for my nephew out of wood. Should I go get it?
A bus? Yes.
Yeah, hold on one second. Hold on. So I got up super early this morning. I started on this. So
Oh,
I've gotta figure out where I glue the engine block down to, you know. But that's my engine block, and then the license plate. I'm gonna write "Too cool for school."
Oh, I love it.
These are all the little chairs, you know, and I've got to build the body on it, and then it's a dually. Hold on, I'm trying to. Yeah,
I love it.
which
You're
way?
missing stuff, Kara.
There we go. Yeah, it's a
You're missing
dually.
shit. It's got dual rear tires,
Yeah,
fucking
and then
motherfucker.
then
Come on.
the fenders, the
Got a whole entire bottle of wine.
Well, don't do
today.
that. Don't do that.
What am I looking at?
This is
the
the
model
bus
he
I'm
built for
building.
his nephew, I believe.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the little
Is that the
roll-over.
son of your sister that was in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
Okay.
Ethan Embry's just a Renaissance man. Like, just carving.
I know you've been making cabinets or some shit too, right?
Yeah. I did the kitchen. Yeah.
I watched your cabinet videos.
I didn't know there were cabinet videos. Where are those videos?
Twitter.
Yeah, there's
On
a little
Twitter?
craft thread on. I got a craft thread. But yeah, that's because there's going to be a strike. The writers are going on strike, so work is dead. And when work is dead, I get real scared. So
Yeah.
I got some used wood making equipment on Facebook Marketplace and built a wood shop for under $1,000 out in the back.
Hell yeah.
And if you get unmilled lumber, it's really not that expensive. Like,
I
you know,
know.
don't you go to
I'm
Home Depot and buy wood, it's ridiculously expensive. But you go
So-
get an oak log, it's
I
really
don't know
cheap.
jack shit about wood. I don't ever do anything that involves a wood. But I work with a bunch of old white men who are
Yeah.
always wanting to, for whatever reason, buy wood.
That's right.
So for the last, I swear to God, 2 years, I have listened every day to them talk about the price of wood.
Because it's expensive right now. The price of
Fucking
milled
hell, dude.
lumber. Milled lumber is really expensive. Unmilled lumber, I don't know how cheap it used to be, but it's not that bad. So do we have any other, what are the other fake holiday movies?
We
Oh,
do.
we
We
do.
need to keep going. I know you're busy and you're not in.
I got a bus to make, guys.
Sorry.
Where are you
all
going?
right.
You got to get on a bus.
My bad.
Hold on, let me go.
No, he's
because
making a
I
bus.
know
You're good. You're good. Go ahead.
So I wanted to just briefly talk about Treat Yourself Day. This comes from Parks and Rec. Kelly, I know you hate Parks and Rec. Ethan, are you a fan of Parks and Rec?
I mean, I've seen a couple episodes. It's good TV.
So right, I fucking love it. So Tom and Donna, which that is Aziz Ansari and Retta, they decided that, and I'm gonna quote this because this is how Tom said it in the episode. Once a year, Donna and I spend a day treating ourselves. What do we treat ourselves to? Clothes. And then over on the side, here's Retta. She goes, treat yourself. And then he goes, fragrances. And then she goes, treat yourself. Clothes, fragrances, massages, fine leather goods. And then he goes, this is the best day of the year. So
What day of the year is it?
it's October 13th. And I
Okay.
actually set an alarm on my phone for Rex Manning Day and Treat Yourself Day.
I'm gonna set an alarm for Treat Yourself Day.
Treat
Good day.
Yourself Day is the day that you know
Hey.
that you ain't got no money, but fuck them hoes. You about to buy this video
Hey.
game. You about to buy this whatever the hell.
Just take a nap. Just
Treat
take a
yourself.
nap.
I
Treat
love
yourself.
it.
Yeah.
I'm taking that day off. I already
It's
decided.
October 13th.
There you go. It's in my
And so
calendar.
I was looking earlier, and the guy that writes for the show, he actually feels super bad about creating Treat Yourself Day because it's not just one episode, like it continues on. It's actually first seen in season 4, episode 4. It's called Pony Rangers, but then they use it throughout the rest of the show. He said he never meant that to be a thing, but now fucking Retta and Aziz Ansari just pretty much cannot leave their houses without somebody yelling, treat
Treat
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Retta said that she had bought a new bag, like a new purse or whatever, posted on Twitter. And she said 90% of the comments were, yeah, girl,
Treat
treat
yourself.
yourself.
Fine leather goods.
You
Okay,
go ahead,
yeah.
because he's got research
I did a little research.
for
Yeah.
Festivus, and it's fucking fun.
Yeah. So
For the rest of
Festivus
us.
from Seinfeld
Yep.
is a
Oh,
holiday.
Ethan, are you a Seinfeld fan?
Seinfeld's great. I don't watch a lot of TV, episodic network TV from back in the day.
Have you seen the Festivus episode
Yes.
of Seinfeld?
Yes, I have.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Okay. So this episode is called The Strike from 97 or so. And it's the last season of Seinfeld. George Costanza in the episode, his father has made up a holiday. Instead of Christmas to celebrate, he celebrates Festivus because of a fight over a toy doll of some
They
kind
get in a fight.
where he rains blows down upon this person. He decided there must be a better way. So this is actually based on a real holiday. One of the writers named Dan O'Keefe. Festivus on the show celebrated December 23rd, which I believe is around the same day as the real day. The original holiday is from 1966, when Dan O'Keefe, the man who wrote the episode, originally had a date with his wife. That's what it was meant to commemorate. He didn't have the aluminum pole, which was the funniest part, but he did have the airing of grievances, which they actually recorded into a microphone cassette recorder, just like the show, which I feel like is even weirder than
So
the
him and
show
his
for some
wife-
reason. Like, it's just in 66, if you had a recorder, I feel like it cost a lot of money. It was very large. There was a full size
Reel-to-reel.
tape in it,
Yeah,
reel to reel. Like, yeah, they didn't have
An
advanced
ordeal.
technology at the time. I'm saying.
Yeah, it was a big ordeal. You had to
Yeah,
plan it
so
out.
they aired grievances, and they also had a wrestling match, a feats of strength that happened.
Him and his wife?
It's very weird. They did.
Feats
And
of strength.
To finish the night, they put a clock in a sack and nailed it to a wall. I swear to God, it's been on 4 different. I looked 4 different interviews. Dan O'Keefe has said that this is what happened. I don't know why. He
Great.
said it's
I love it.
So I wanted to talk about the great googly eye shortage. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna give a year because, as I've stated multiple times, I'm terrible with time. But everybody here has seen Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yes, I read about the googly eye shortage.
Oh, did
Yeah.
you? Okay, so
Yeah.
the Twitter account for A24 posted, and it was just screenshots where other people had posted that they had gone to Michael's. The Michael's Art, which I love Michael's, whatever, Michael's Arts and Crafts. But it was multiple people had gone to Michael's shortly after this film came out, and googly eyes were just you just couldn't get them. They're just like, yeah, like, where are all the googly eyes? Right? Like, there's just a run on fucking googly eyes, and the googly eyes didn't even really play that big of a part in that movie.
But I remember
It's
there
just
was
like-
the national googly eye shortage.
Like, for whatever reason,
I'm not
everybody.
extra missed by.
So there are even like the comments on this A24 post is people showing where they have put dipshit googly eyes just on like nothing. Like
Random sticking on
we
it,
could just put googly eyes right here on this heater, you know, like that's just what we're doing now because of everything. Which I love that movie.
It was
So
so
Eden,
good.
what did you think of the movie?
Brilliant. I thought it was.
I loved it. I thought it was fucking great. Maybe a little bit long, but like I fucking loved it.
So good. So good.
but then
I thought-
everything was necessary. It just,
Yeah, like it was
Yeah.
long for a reason. But
Jamie
you know, I
Lee
get
Curtis is so good in it. Jamie Lee
Okay.
Curtis.
short attention spans. That's how we
Yes.
are as
I get
fans.
antsy. But
Yeah.
I loved it. But so Michael's apparently had a shortage. So I don't remember what magazine or whatever's article I was reading. So they sent somebody out to all of the Michaels in the local areas. None of them were completely out of Google eyes, but they were posting pictures to where it would be like a whole end cap. If you've ever been to a Walmart, you know what an end cap is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like the
yeah.
end or whatever. And there would just be like 2 rows of googly eyes. Whereas the whole thing should be googly eyes
Right.
because for whatever reason, there's an end cap of googly eyes, which I
Right.
still don't
Where are all
understand.
these excess googly eyes at? Because I haven't seen them on anything.
Who needs googly eyes is my question. And that segues into, I guess, the only thing that will make this episode complete, the only conspiracy we have, and that would be the glitter conspiracy.
What's the glitter conspiracy?
Who knows? Kelly, do you know the glitter conspiracy?
I do not know the
So
glitter conspiracy.
I can't use my notes because my notebook is dead.
Listen, you can use it while it's plugged in. I swear to God. It's
But-
crazy.
So apparently, glitter is only made by 2 companies. There are 2
Yeah.
companies in the whole world that make glitter,
It's
and
so
that's
dumb.
it.
Huh.
It's one of them is Glitterex. The other one, without having my notebook, I want to say it's Meadowbrook Inventions.
Huh.
Both of them are based in New Jersey. New
Okay.
Jersey sucks. So maybe there's a
Garden
thing there,
State,
you know? I
You
don't know.
know,
Ryan plugged me in to see if we can make this happen, but it won't happen.
It'll work.
I had no idea that there's only 2 glitter companies in the whole wide world.
So, apparently, in IFL Science, which is I fucking love science, they posted an article in December of 2022, not that long ago. They were like, y'all, I don't know if you realize it, but we are in the midst of a horrific glitter shortage. Glitter is nowhere to be found. You know, what the fuck is happening? And then they were like, so we did some digging and we found out that for several years now, there has been a conspiracy about glitter. And I'm
What
like,
is that
oh,
conspiracy?
that's fucking weird. So the fact that there's only 2 companies in the whole world that make glitter automatically seems weird to me. If
Sounds
you
like
think
a
about
monopoly.
Michaels and all the people,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
how is there not more than 2 companies that make fucking
Glitter pins and
Can't be that
so
hard to
much
make
shit.
glitter.
Exactly.
That's weird.
There are only 2 companies that make fucking glitter, right?
We should be
But
making
whatever.
glitter.
So we're just gonna go with it. There's 2 companies that make glitter.
That's a lie.
So I fucking love science. Tried to do an interview with a rep from Glitterex, which is one of the 2 that are allowed to make glitter. They're not allowed to tell who their biggest client is because that client doesn't want people to know that they use glitter in their product. So what fucking product is it? Well, what is out there that
Huh.
like, and that started a whole thing. Everybody's like, because if something has glitter in it, I know it has glitter in it.
Yeah,
Right.
The paint on my car
It's
has
fucking
glitter
everywhere.
in it.
It gets everywhere. Like
Who
if it's got glitter
the
in it.
fuck is using glitter and
Not
we
knowing.
don't know it because they didn't tell us that glitter was in there?
I tend to believe that it's some sort of food product.
It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be.
Is
Gotta
there
be.
alcohol with some sort of glitter bullshit in
So
it?
then I
Maybe.
looked up,
Oh, there was.
people
But
that use
you-
glitter. So zookeepers use it because then they use the glittery poops to track the animals, which is
Okay.
disgusting and also adorable at the same time.
I feel like they're not using that much though.
No, they're not the number one user.
Yeah.
It's just
Enough to
reasons
make the
people.
poop shine.
Like I just want y'all to know that it's not only house
Pretty.
moms making crafts on Etsy. Other people
Sure,
do use
sure.
glitter.
It's in makeup. It's in paint, like you said. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Seen a lot of shit.
Car people, makeup people. Like I
Car
remember in
paint,
the
boat
90s,
paint,
I
every
had
kind of
a
paint.
jar. No shit, I had
Everything.
a jar, and it was nothing but like I guess probably aloe vera. I don't know what it was, but then it had
Yeah. Yeah.
green glitter flakes, and
Yeah.
that was my eyeshadow for the whole 90s,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, I was a fan of glitter in the 90s.
I
Yeah.
know you were.
Everything in the 90s had a metallic flake paint job
Right.
on it.
But
Nail
It goes in your
polish.
face.
Yep.
That's the way it works.
still to this day, nobody knows who the number one.
Hmm.
Like if the and it
Who
they
buys
make
glitter?
it seem like if this person no longer needed glitter, there would probably just not be glitter. Like they don't give a shit about like Etsy moms are not buying enough to make it cool.
Right.
There's one fucking thing out here that's buying enough glitter to keep the glitter emprise or whatever alive. And now
Huh.
I just cannot stop thinking about it.
Holy shit. I'm going to make it my mission to figure
Who's
this out.
buying all this glitter?
Toothpaste? You think it's toothpaste? No. They put, some toothpaste got a little sparkle in it. But it's
Toothpaste
not
is
enough glitter. It's
sparkly,
not enough glitter.
but I don't know that would be enough.
It's gotta be like
Because
McDonald's.
if cosmetics isn't enough, then I wouldn't think.
Well, I
But
mean, my immediate thing would be Bed Bath and Beyond, right? Because I've got a thing of
Yeah.
fucking
Lotion.
hand sanitizer that is just straight up glitter and
Yeah, but it's gotta be somebody that
Glitter
doesn't
obliterates
want
the
us
germ.
to know that glitter
Right.
is in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know it's in all that shit.
That's
So-
the thing is, we know it's something we don't know that has glitter in it. And
Yeah,
it just makes
so-
it shine.
what do we have that's shiny that we were all too dumb to go, that's glitter?
Blood and Evil Dead.
Holy shit. Like, I mean, it just
Like,
blows my mind.
what could it be?
But as far as I
There's
know,
nothing that's more glittery than it used to be
nobody
either.
knows
Great glitter conspiracy.
the number one. The
I'm
number
not
one
gonna
be able to sleep
consumer
tonight.
glitter.
Glitterati.
I'm totally
Who's the
stumped now.
glitterati we need to know. The 1%ers.
I need to
Totally
know.
stumped.
Why do you need all this glitter?
I feel like we're gonna find out. It's gonna be something stupid like Campbell's soup or something. It's gonna be
Yeah.
something fucking dumb, right? But
Coca-Cola.
like, I eat a lot of soup and I don't shit glitter, and the zookeepers use it to shit glitter. So that
I mean, it's gotta be little
right?
glitter. It's gotta be like tiny, tiny, tiny glitters.
But also, why would you even bother? Like, if you don't want it to be, like, if you don't want anybody to know it's in there, like if it's a food thing, you don't want anybody to know it's in there. You're not putting enough for people to notice it. Like, there
was
would
a
be
gotta
bad-
look like
they were just
crap
like, I
without the
had to put
glitter.
some glitter in there.
It's gotta look awful without the glitter. And then the
Yeah.
glitter, like, yeah, that looks good.
That's one of the ones that is infuriating. This is one of the infuriating conspiracies because I can't put anything out. You know what I mean? I can't be
What
like,
has
no, it's
glitter?
absolutely
We
not
don't know.
them. And I'm like, well, some of that shit does look sparkly.
Yeah, I got nothing.
It's infuriating.
Well, I've got to clip this out. It was lovely meeting you guys.
It was
Oh my
also-
god,
It's
thank
so
you
great
so
to
much
meet
for
you.
coming.
Thank you
This
so
was like my
much.
favorite thing. I'm glad that I didn't say anything dumb. I don't think I did anyway. Maybe I did.
You did great. You did good.
Thank
Thank
you so much for
This was
coming.
course.
This was
fun.
amazing.
We appreciate it. It was very
Thank
fun.
you guys. Very nice to meet you. Happy freaking
It was so
Wrestling
nice
Day.
to meet you.
Happy
Have a
Rex
good
Manning
night.
Happy Rex Manning Day.
Also.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank
you so
man.
Bye.
See you
Oh,
guys.
Hey,
Bye.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy your sexy Rexy cocktail. That's too
Oh, yeah.
spicy.
Oh, the
You're not
Monet
drinking
Moore.
it because it's too spicy. It's just
It better be called the
No, I've
Monet
already
Moore.
switched to like the regular wine, but
You only-
I'll
you
be
only have
posting
one
to
sip.
TikTok.
Thank
I'll
you
be
so
posting
much
to
for
TikTok,
coming.
and I'll
though.
tag you
Thank
in it so
so
you can
much.
see me make it.
Awesome.
all right. See you guys later. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
That was fun.
Oh my god, that went way
That
better
was
than
great.
it was. The last 2 nights I had nightmares about it.
I knew it was gonna be good. I knew it
It
was,
was
gonna be
fun.
It was. He's awesome, right?
Oh yeah.
Do y'all think he thought we were awesome, or do you think he pretended
good. I
we
think
were
he
awesome
enjoyed
and
it.
he
Yeah,
hates
enjoyed
us?
it. He
I
enjoyed
think
it.
you had fun.
Okay.
If you weren't enjoying it, you wouldn't bring up fun facts. to
Yeah,
tell.
that's
You
true.
would just
You
kind
were
of sit
just
there.
kind of segueing
Yeah.
into how the fuck do I get out of this?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we have to cut too much shit. Pause for a promo because we still haven't done it.
Hold up. We're going to put Family Plot in this one. We love Dean, Laura, Krista, Family Plot. Y'all are our jam. If you're not already listening to the Family Plot, you are missing the fuck out because they are great. They are lovely. We love them so much. Here is their promo.
Hi, I'm Dean. I'm the dad.
I'm Laura. I'm the mom. And I'm Krista. I'm the daughter.
And together we are
Family Plot. A show about strange history. We're true crime.
Fanciful Folk Tales.
And all things paranormal.
We keep it PG-13.
I'm only 12, Dad. It's okay, honey. So listen to our show and join the family. Available wherever you get your podcasts.
New episodes drop on Thursday.
And we range from stories that are local to us and as far away as the farthest star.
That was very nice, Krista.
So let our family entertain yours. Join us for every episode episode of Family Plot.
Bye.
Bye.